Tinius, Nigellus, Black.
Professor Weasley! We've won...
Ah, yeah. You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. You belong in Slytherin!
Dad!
It's quite uncommon for a student to be...
Oh.
Looks like everyone's gone.
What robe's he wearing?
Let's head to the common room.
I don't know. Slytherin. Yeah. And did you get to pick in the end anyway?
Yeah.
That's good. Shit.
You stunk. Have you closed the door?
No.
Closed the door and he still smells like that.
Uh-huh.
You're dead.
That's my high protein diet. Or on belly time, I get you right.
This is the only,
Introductions are in
Slytherin's the only one where you can have a death spell. You know that, you know the one that Voldemort does, the fun. Yeah, the famous one.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest. It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Someone was sat by the fire in our common room the other day with...
I've run out of potions, health potions.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Did you take a lot to kill them?
Ugh, not going to
Yeah,
make
because
beer,
it was telling
are
me for this
you?
thing and I was confused as to what.
watch this.
Because it's the same control for two things.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting. I'm Imelda.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A brum would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
red one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Professor Weasley? What, is Ron Weasley now Professor?
Or is this like set after Harry Potter?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it isn't. Oh, it's up the stairs. It's not taking the house, is it? Ronnie. I don't know.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Unless
I
it's...
can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of
that's
the
the
year.
end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised... Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide.
Oh shit, yeah.
It will help you to keep track of what you are
Sorry,
learning,
Basil.
so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Get lost, mate.
You would be wise to take full...
Thank you.
Perhaps
Yeah, Nathan's an ungrateful little bastard.
Right.
this way.
Okay, we got him last year for his birthday.
You ungrateful toad. Horrid.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Fucking Billy, get out my house.
Do keep up.
Oh, these are the chests, Dad, that you have to do invisible
Why don't you
door to
cast
open. But I haven't learned that
on
spell
that
yet.
statue and see what details the field guide can provide.
Click the guide page, I'm not supposed to click.
Revelio.
Good game.
You just asked me that twice.
I can't wait when they're first. He's even touched his leg.
I think she said it.
Get in the fucking... That's what I don't like. Come in here, get out. Get out of my room now. Get out. Get... Shoot. No, get out. No.
Oh, we just want a bit of love.
I don't care, get him out. That's what cats do. You just scratches my carpet.
Inside and outside of the castle.
Oh, bastard. Tuck, he's also dead. They died.
Gabby! He shares the same birthdays, mate.
Are you serious? Yes, you're going to get on that later.
Oh, he's dead to me. What's wrong with him? Hey, bro, I'm going to shout you up,
I just need loads of time to press.
You won't let me hit him? Go on. Stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. No, I haven't. I just got to follow her. Stupid bitch.
Professor McGonagall.
It's not, it's Professor Weasley.
Open your window then, Billy might come in and see you.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to
Well,
show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Alright,
Your
new spell
field
done.
guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall is going to be.
Castle looks small.
My cat's not here yet.
He's in somewhere. No idea.
How do I select it? Won't let me. Oh, that one.
Fox.
Wow.
I think he's under next bed.
He might be. It's nice and warm under there. Right. Oh, I'm going. Well, about 20 minutes you can get ready, alright?
Okay. Then are we going?
No. Okay.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our king's soft station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what. My suspicion is that there's more to the story.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Perfectly good boats.
I wouldn't say I.
Very well. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see. I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor, we don't know where. Good.
This is only a story,
Happily,
this is
you
a
have-
conversation.
Speaking of guard, unfold it and have a...
No, they're not. I'm in chamber.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
be interesting though.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. So, now the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso! This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy life duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Huh? What'd you say, Dad?
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel is.
Leviosa!
How do we take out all the ghosts? Look, do you see that then?
The paintings move as well, like in the...
I don't know what's that actually. I don't think they have it. Probably just because of that. See, there's no really paintings on the wall. There's probably going to be at some point.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the letter.
Here, behind you.
See you in a bit.
There is an open seat
Yes,
here.
thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
What?
Hello, I am Letty. So you are the new student. Have you met
What was she doing? Wandering around? Yeah, I can't call that. No. She's
Shall we
present.
begin?
Yeah.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your
Cool, you know, I've never
education
had
on the
flat,
art of
but not
charm
in a long
work.
time.
But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book? Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I've always... Very simply, cast Accio on one of our spheres and relinquish your... Very good! Stay focused. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing... Splendid! Excellent. Good. Not to worry. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no Miss Onai. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this?
Accio.
That's it!
Lisa. There we go.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure.
Let us see this.
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good.
Nicely done. Here we go.
Accio. Excellent control there. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, dog.
you know,
Dad, get her out.
You know Sam's horse? It won. Guess how much I won? I won 200 quid. Grab her. Oh, you sexy lady.
I'm not having a drink. Are you going out later?
No. Get off me. Get off me.
Well, it's been nice talking and computing with you.
Auntie,
No, get out of my room.
I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Him too.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you're
so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Accio. Hello. I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan. My family has a lot of Muggle traditions, from my mother's side. I don't mind most of them, but cooking without magic can get exhausting. My family has been sorted into Ravenclaw for generations.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. I trust your first classes went...
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Professor Ronan. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well.
I'd like to go with Natty.
A rather...
What are you up to now?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up.
I'll start on the task right. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Pops, look. I'm at High Park. Let me show you something. Watch.
What character's that?
Him, sorry. I'm him.
Bill, are you dressed? Have a look at the film, please.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignment, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Rebuttal!
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
Thanks, Pa.
You go to your restaurants and you go, love.
Know when we're going? I'm leaving.
Leaving about 35.
I know what this is.
Accio!
The sorting hat took ages.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right? That sounds brilliant.
Up.
Why did our meet? I suppose I could help. I'm going to have to use Accio. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Revelio.
How long did you say till I leave, Pop? 30. Till we leave?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's all I'll take them there. Yeah. Come on, guys.
I can't see that.
Take. Back right, she's my dad. Okay. Some kind of shape.
Revelio.
Did you find nail scissors, Pop?